Hi, my kitty babies. How are you guys doing today? I'm doing great. Before I get started my video, I want to ask you guys to please like, comment, subscribe to my channel. Also, hit that post notification bell so you know when I post. Okay, y'all, if I hear scratching noises, that's my cat. She's out on the balcony scratching, trying to come in, but she can't come in right now because she just ate. She had to go and poop out there. I don't want no more pooping in here. She had to poop outside, so that's why she's gonna be scratching probably throughout the video. But anyways, yes, bud. What, buddy? Hey, buddy. There you go. Buddy Bud just got here. Here. Um, yeah, so, I'm feeling good today, y'all. I'm feeling so happy. Um, this video, I, I made a video about this, but I'm gonna make another one because I wanna make a redo video. Nobody watched that video anyway, so I'm making another video. But this video gonna be about accountability, and breaking generational curses. Okay, so, um, when it comes to my friendships and my relationships, what I tend to do now is ghost. I'm a ghoster. The reason being is because I have abandonment issues, you guys. I have abandonment issues, and it's due to just past situations, deep trauma. And what I do is I abandon people before they can abandon me, but it's not like intentional. It's just more so like a defense mechanism. Like, okay, let me go. Let me just remove myself, because it's so hurtful. It's so hurtful when people walk away from you, but I want to take accountability of the fact that I know that I have caused many of heartbreak when it comes to other people, and they're maybe possibly triggering their abandonment trauma by being dismissive, as dismissive as I am, and ghosting how I do. Um, I know it could be hurtful, but at the moment, I do not think about other people's pain. I think about the pain that I don't want to have myself, and I just remove myself. Um, um, I can say that I've done that to a number of people in my lifetime, and it's not funny at all. But it has a lot to do with um, me, and there's no excuse, but this is me trying to acknowledge and take accountability on my part on a lot of my breakups, a lot of my broken friendships. Well, when I was a kid, I've been through a lot as a kid, and I would run away a lot. And when I would run away, and okay, although this may not be me being abandoned, but I felt abandoned because when I would run away, no one would come check on me. No one would. It felt like no one cared about my whereabouts, and I just was out there trying to make a life of my own when I had, you know, um, a family, but it didn't feel like it a lot of the times. and in my mind, my biological father abandoned me. Um, but it's deeper than that. It's a lot that went on with that. So he didn't necessarily abandon me. He just kind of given up on fighting to be in my life, and it's hurtful. It's hurtful. um, and then you get into relationships and you see, like me personally, whenever I experience too much of any kind of abuse, mental abuse, physical abuse, I run, and I have every right to. I have every right to, because no one should put up with physical and mental abuse, and I was, and I think about accountability for this as well. I was too a physical and mental abuser, and it has a lot to do with how my upbringing and how I was raised and what happened to me growing up. What I noticed really young, I remember noticing this, that I would treat people how I was being treated by a specific loved one in my household. I would go to school and treat people that way, or like in my relationship, I would treat them that way, and I would take my frustration out on them, and that's something I know for a fact is a bad trait that I used to have was my frustrations. I would take it out on other people that was mainly the people that were closest to me, and I would hit them. I would belittle them with my words. I had a few exes that I would emasculate them. And that's something that I've definitely worked on over the past few years, especially after I've built this life. God has blessed me with this life. I didn't want it. I didn't want to sacrifice that. I didn't want to jeopardize my blessing. So I worked really hard on minding my mouth and minding my hands when it comes to relationships, friendships, whatever. Um, I still struggle because I'm human, and that that is something that we all struggle with. We have different emotions. We're not gonna always be happy, and so I do still struggle with having these frustrations, and sometimes I may, you know, um, take it out on the kids, not in like a physical way, but like I might yell and I always feel so bad afterwards. But I never like belittle them or anything. Like in the past, I used to cut with my words. In the past, I used to hate fighting, so I used to always like make sure you feel me with my words, right? But you know, it's just not me no more. Like doing that, it hurt me more than anything because I always still end up thinking about all of the good in that person after I talk all this crap about that person to them, to their face. Because I'm going to say it to your face. Um, I always end up thinking about all the good to that person. But see, now I allow myself to think clear and see people for who they are, and I judge them in my head. And or, if I do feel like you have narcissistic tendencies, I will say that to you. If I do feel like you're lying to me, I will say that to you. But no longer do I like do low jabs to hurt a person. I don't want to hurt you, but I want you to know how I feel about you. So that's something I've changed about myself. Same thing with I do the same thing with the kids. I don't. I always tell them that y'all can let me know if I'm saying if I'm saying anything that's hurtful to you, and he would, especially Cole. He would tell me, Mama, I don't think that was so nice. But I always kept it real and spoke my mind, but now I try to be more mindful. 'Cause I don't want to hurt nobody. I just want to get my point across, and I don't sugarcoat. I don't beat around the bush. I'm just very straightforward. But anyways, a generational curse I want to break. I've actually been doing really good on breaking is put my hands on people when we disagree with one another. Yeah, because that's something that happened to me as a kid. If I say anything that, if I did any kind of back talk or say anything that, whatever, I would get hit. That's just the real of it. I would get hit. And fights would happen. And my heart will, I don't like the, in my story, I am the victim. I'm the victim in my story. But in other people's story, they may think otherwise. But in my story, when it comes to my childhood, I'm the victim. Now, when it comes to my relationships, I can say that I'm the villain. Sometimes in my earlier, especially my earlier relationships, um, because I just was going through a very very rough time, and I didn't need to date. I didn't need to date back then. I was going through some shit that, excuse my language, Facebook, YouTube. I was going through some stuff that did not require me to be dating anybody. It required me to take some time to myself and try to get myself together. But I just went straight forward comfort. And I think that I also have father issues because my biological father was not in my life. My stepdad was in my life, but me and him did not have that father and daughter bond that you know uh, um, father and daughter have. And so I look for that in men. I did. I liked to build close connections with men. That's something that I went through all of my life until, you know, recently. I just always wanted a close connection with a man. I always wanted to be able to have that close connection. where I wanted to feel taken care of. I wanted to feel loved. I wanted to cuddle. You see father and daughter cuddling with each other and doing father-daughter dances and loving on each other. I could not have done that with my stepdad. Who's my dad? He's my dad. He took care of me, so he's my dad. It just did not. Due to circumstances, it just was. It would not. It just wasn't right for me to do that with him. And my real dad, I met him when I was 18, and I love on him every chance I get. I grab him and I kiss on his head and I love on him every chance I get, like I always wanted to do with my father. And so something else I'm trying to break is that these men who I date are not my father. That's why I work so hard to become financially stable, because I don't want to depend on no man for no money, for sure. No. I more so just want intimacy, that I'm a very physical person. I love to touch, I love to smell, I love to feel, I love to be near you, and so like I want that. But I don't need it. I want it. And so anyways, so yeah, me put my hands on people, that's just a no. That's just something I just don't. I want that to be a part of my past. That's definitely gonna be a part of my past. I remember being in a homeless shelter and we had like a meeting, therapeutic session. There we go, where we had to talk about our what we've been through, and it was a battered woman shelter. Okay, in my situation, I felt like I was the abuser. They didn't know that right away. I told them that I was fighting with my boyfriend and I gotta get away. But when we had that meeting, I was trying to tell them that I'm the abuser. I've been through this and I'm the abuser. They were saying, "Oh, victims always blame themselves. You're victim blaming." No, like I legit like the reason why I was in there. I said, "Could I say Coach Dad already?" Yeah, Coach Dad. He would never put his hands on me first. Ever. He never put. We've been together for 2 years. He's never put his hand on me first. I would always put my hands on him, because I had done buried my sharp tongue, and so I would hit. I went back to hitting, and yeah. So I was trying to tell them that I was like, yeah, I. And one thing about me, I never really had a problem with taking accountability. I never did. I always would feel convicted to tell the truth, excuse me, and speak my truth. And so my truth in the past, yes, I was the abuser. I was the one always laying hands first. If the man hit me back, then he hits me back, you know. Um, and so yeah, and not in all my relationships. Not, I have been with one person who lays hands on me first. As a matter of fact, two people. One person recently, like a few years recently. But yeah. But I want fighting to be a thing of my past. I don't want to feel like I have to put my hands on people to get my point across. I don't want to stab people with my tongue. I want to love. 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 But anyways, at this very moment, I'm super happy with how things are going in my life. I'm moving forward. I am moving on from my past, and I'm moving forward and with love and integrity, and my vision board on hand. I have my life ahead of me. Like I just want to move forward, and I'm happy about that. So, anyways, take accountability, you guys. And yeah, break those curses, y'all. It's hard, I know, but the first step to breaking these curses is taking accountability, and then you can do it. So yeah. Well, buddy, what's the matter, buddy? What's the matter?
Hi guys.
Mm-hmm.
Hi guys.
Beans got his jacket on. All right, y'all. Anyways, love ya. Bye.
I got it. You got it?
Got it.
So too.